What's up, everybody? Oh, I am excited. So the eBay Enterprise store is available now, and I can't actually take advantage of this for 2 more weeks because you really should do it on the first. We should at least launch the store on the first day of your billing period, because this is what gives you the most time with your listings active before you have to pay the insertion fees. But honestly, I think this is probably one of the biggest opportunities financially that I have ever had. Based on what I've been doing and what I understand about the changes that are happening with eBay, it's feasible that a person on eBay who is able to adapt quickly and change the whole structure of their business suddenly is likely to be in a beneficial position over the upcoming changes that are coming with eBay, right? And to break it down quickly as possible to anybody who doesn't understand bulk at all or doesn't know anything about that, eBay's launch of the Enterprise store reduces the cost of posting huge amounts of listings to eBay, right? So now, if you see a store and that store has 200,000 items in it, as of today, it becomes $5,000 more profitable than it was last month, simply because of the update. Every additional 100,000 items in that store results in an additional $3,000 of profit for that store. And I'm talking about if you conceptualize the store as breaking even, these numbers are just the reduction in the costs of operation of those businesses, which is amazing, especially because I have been growing an account and I can do that. And to share with you what you would need to be able to do is really, you need an eBay account that can post 120,000 to 130,000 items. That would be the absolute minimum. And you would need to be able to have experience operating a bulk kind of format business and understand how to have scaled to that point without also scaling your problems and the time spent and all of the other factors that 100-fold, 1,000-fold can be game-breaking, right? At this scale, I know it is absolutely necessary to also have a really solid filtration process for your listings. You have to have some kind of system to eliminate trademarked items and Vero items and anything associated with copyright or categories that have problems. You have to be good at eliminating all of that. You have to understand that when you bulk post items, you can always replace the item with something new, something better, something that doesn't produce a problem. So the second you identify a pattern that's producing a problem, you just eliminate that out of the listings that you're adding, right? And it's really exciting. And I'm confident enough that I can just tell you guys exactly what I need to do and what I think anybody with an account that size could do to operate like that. And it's really interesting because it's going to be interesting to see what happens now that eBay has made it much more profitable to have huge stores. Because what eBay's thinking with this update, I don't think it has anything to do with dropshippers. I think, well, what the eBay said is that it's for stores that are more like, you know, things like Target or big existing stores that don't have their own eBay presence. So it's a way of encouraging them to have an eBay presence. So they're looking at people who are already supplying things to their customers or producing products on a huge scale and making it more profitable for them to get involved, right? So also, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this without my account getting in trouble. Just because, like, you have to be able to... Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this without my account getting in trouble, because you have to be able to prevent every possible trademark and all of those different problems. And I'm not sure that I've established enough filtration in the account in order to do that yet. But at the same time, I understand that I have to just keep going and learning. So what I'm doing is entering with 200,000 item accounts My friend Eric, my roommate in West Virginia, or Virginia, sorry, I'm in West Virginia right now. My roommate Eric does bulk as well, right? And previously, like bulk at the anchor store level is something that if you're really good with cash flow, then it is really worth doing, and you can if you learn how to get the profit out of the existing sales and how to use cashback and all that properly, then you can make it more profitable, but it really doesn't scale very well. Like, it's definitely limiting. Whereas with these anchor store introductions, like, it just makes everything so much better. Like, even if sales were to drop by 30%, you would still make money. Like, it's amazing. And from what I understand, the biggest difference in a bulk and an optimization business is in a bulk business, you don't want items that are reselling too much. I know that does not sound right, because you would normally always want to take advantage of that and get as many sales out of the item as possible. But in a bulk business, you kind of want to sell things for the first time and then move on. So it ends up being quite advantageous to maintain a large list of items, right? Wrong axis. Large list of items. And then reiterate that list in your eBay store. So it stops being, you stop thinking of it as like the right items, because you start to see that you can post the same list, like every 30 days, just take everything down and post the same list, and like completely different things happen. And to the point where, like, I've provided my roommate with the same lists that I post the entire time that I've been bulk posting, and I've still been able to like use it to change my life, right? That didn't like get in the way, and that was a thing early on where I really realized that it's important that you don't let competition get to you too much, and you understand how to introduce the habits into your life that produce the most likely scenario that you're going to get the results that you want, right? I just thought that I would share that. If you guys have any questions, I promise you for this particular video, I will answer any comment that you post, because I believe that this is a big opportunity for me, and also for anybody who has an account that can take advantage of this enterprise store update. It's definitely something that, as long as you learn to operate the business stably and consistently, and to understand how the scaling process works and not screw yourself with problems, you could earn a lot of money. It's pretty awesome, because the original reason that I got into bulk was because I thought that, okay, it was the moment that I saw eBay account limits, that like eBay places limitations on the amount of items you can post, right? And they increase these on a percentage basis usually. So they'll grow maybe 30% every month, or maybe 50 or 100, depending on the situation. They can grow quite a lot. But the point is, each growth step is exponentially more. Like, even if you're only getting 10% account increases, that's still exponential. So the appeal of bulk is that if you can match that account growth with also the size of the store, then theoretically you could earn, as soon as the second you figure out a profitable, stable system, you can earn exponentially more from it by just scaling the size of the business up, right? Because the reality is, you can always find more products. There is no limitation on the number of products available for you to ship to people. I mean, there technically is at this exact moment, but it is so large and so growing, you can't post every item of every single store. You can think of it as an infinite access to items. So the potential for huge sums of money are like, again, as long as you're scaling properly, you don't overwhelm your sources. It's pretty fascinating. I'm like so excited when I think about it. I just feel, I don't know what to... Like, the part of me that's cautious knows that nothing is real until it's happened, right? Everything I've learned multiple times over and over, that the world as presented to you and as told by other people is usually an indication of what's not gonna happen. more often than not, things go a different way, right? So I understand that, and I know that you should never bank on something. But at the same time, like, it's just a reduction in the existing operation costs. That is completely different than like trying to predict if sales will happen, or it's like crazy. It's the biggest bill of a bulk business. So I'm really excited. And again, post comments below. I'll answer any question that you have. I want to make this information accessible as possible, right? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao. Excuse me. Oh, I have the clicky thing. I haven't gotten used to using the clicky thing yet. I keep reaching to do that, but I can just do this.